Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Thanks, line getting set up. It's a first down play. Testing to the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And he takes it around the 20. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this 1st down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
2nd down after that previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, they had enough yards for the 1st down on that throw, but a clutch hit right here defensively jars the ball free, so no 1st down.
That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They're trying to run it with the option. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. And we've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Chris, the advantage there obviously was with the defense on 3rd down and long. And they do a good job of taking away things downfield, but, man, you got to account for the quarterback taking off and running. Nobody does, so he gets big yards, and now he gives the offense a chance here on 4th down.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is
down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who, of course, played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. It's a run to the left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle made after a big gain.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. There's the handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Here's the toss play now, running left. Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
Well, when you get down into the red zone, one thing we know about quarterbacks in the passing game is the windows are tight. Love to see this offense here picking up some positive yards down in this tight area by getting the ball to a playmaker and letting him do his thing.
Defense stuffing the runner. Ball still spotted at the 2-yard line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out, and they put something together in this drive. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Quarterback operating an empty set. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Pt2 and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10.
I'd really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice 1st down.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Offense success the formation. It's 3rd down. They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. In the clear at the 25. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the 1st down in this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
point after is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Well, today's middle linebacker has to have the ability to cover, to be able to be a great run stuffer, also the ability to blitz and get after the quarterback. There's an example of it right there. These guys are becoming more and more athletic every year in college football.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking for his big tight end. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Might have thought they could catch the defense off guard by running the fullback there, but they were all over it.
Yeah, that's a great job by this defense of just showing their instincts and awareness here. Like you said, not being fooled at all. They slip it to the fullback, and he doesn't get any yards at all. In fact, he goes backwards. Good job by the D.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. They go with a direct snap. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Defense is hanging tough here. Now it's third and goal from the 1. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They could take the lead with a chip shot, but the coach is thinking touchdown here on 4th down. Makes a quick catch. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Single back, takes the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Now it's second down here. And the quarterback dropping back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And the Bulldogs will send the punt team onto the field. Just able to get it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Second down, looking to throw it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Sticking with the running game. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He lets it go. It's caught downfield. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The Dogs will try to keep this drive moving. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. The Dogs will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Looking for the wideout. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. They'll hand it off. And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
A solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Dogs. They'll take the lead in the 2nd half. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the Pt2. Pt is good. They go over touchdown, 14-7. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Wolverines offense is back on the field. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Receiver in motion now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Boy, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. You think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he never had a chance. Tackled in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Going for a big play downfield. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And here's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Ball handed off. Their football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? Looks like the defense has it.
And when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, here we go, Chris. One of the biggest plays of the game. Third down and long with the lead late in the game. Clock is running. I think this is the time you call one of your favorite plays on this third down. At the same time, be very mindful. You cannot turn the football over.
Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking right, this one caught. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, you got third down. The offense has the advantage here on third down to be able to get the ball downfield. They make the completion. But this defense is just flying around. They make the catch, but they have nowhere to go after.
The Bulldogs will bring their punt team on the field now. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Solid run, tackled with a 45-yard line.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
And he's got it again. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Crucial moment late in the game. Third and inches. Which side can impose their will? And the quarterback will just sneak it here.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He's going to pull it down and run. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes, and he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. They're going to run it. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Lets it go quickly. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that 3rd down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Using his legs on the scramble. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Dogs expect to run the clock out here in the final minute and secure the W. And the same runner's got it again. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the Bulldogs will bring their punt team onto the field. That's his 4th punt already today. They'll kick it away here. No fair catch. He feels the punt. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Recovery by the defense, headed the other way. Touchdown, Georgia, on the scoop and score. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he picked it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they